first take, Blake.
All right.
Off to a hot start. I love it.
All right, Miss T, we'll ask the professionals here. What's some of your thoughts on the W mode and how it's grown over the years?
So I have been loving it. This is the first year I've dived into it the way that I have this year. And it's my favorite mode so far. You know, I just feel like it's so well balanced, really fun. There's great players online. And I love this atmosphere here.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Boston Celtics. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. That's the Beast. Then there's Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, they've got Josh Giddey, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Fleming. And it's Miller, and it's Connect in at the small forward. And Richard, the season's still in its early stages, but the travel miles already starting to add up for some teams.
But it's so easy now compared to a few decades ago. All flights are chartered, team meals, sleep sciences. Road games aren't easy, but they are easier.
Unloads from 13. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a three-point game.
Well, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Inside, here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Now here's Tatum. And that one, good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Miller outside, back to Giddey. Lakers passing it around. Connect with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. And there's the drive. 5 on the clock. Poked away. The shot. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Miller, right side. Pass to Fleming. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Los Angeles shooting their first. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing here by 8. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
Trey Mann is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's White. Then it's Fleming. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
One shot.
That free throw good from the Beast. Now, Mann still without a basket. It's stolen. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Kings put together a nice line. He scored 12 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. Just another of what has been a string of terrific games from him. He's been really rolling.
guys.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Celtics trail by 7. Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to the Beast. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Porzingis off with the layup.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
James with it, out guarded by Porzingis, and the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point Laker lead. The Celtics shooting around 41% on the night. Brown against Giddey. And it's Brown missing. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Giddey kicks to James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's the Beast. James defending. Hart, no good.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Outside, James. Another miss by James. Celtics trail by 9. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The 3. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got his first 2 points of the night.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
Up top, Giddey. He's covered by Brown. A shot by Fleming, no good.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. Drills the leaner. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And it goes out of bounds. That one up Porzingis.
Big time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Boston also with the sub. Pippen's checked in for Pritchard. On defense, the Celtics. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Milton's shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's the Beast. And he banks in the layup. The Beast's got 7 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Miller comes in for Josh Giddey. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's the Beast. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Connect, he's checked it. So that brings the first half to a close.
That's the end of the
Celtics lead by 6. And we'll be back with you right after this.
The Celtics 63. And give a big round of applause to your Laker Youth Dance Team.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Connect.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. 4 on the clock, and Connect gets it to go.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And it's Giddey in the corner. Boston grabs the miss.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Brown. The pass to the Beast. To the right side. Here's Pritchard. Lays it up and banks it in. Pritchard's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Giddey. He's been a nice option for them offensively and is averaging more than 17 points a game.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. From outside, off the mark.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for Los Angeles, Fleming.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Brown. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at Houston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And for Boston, they know what they're capable of. They have the talent to be a much better team than they've shown, but the execution has got to improve.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Miller outside, and that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
His 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Passes it to Mann. The Lakers moving the ball around. Shots good by Miller.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Los Angeles foul. Fleming. His 4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
Right side, Porzingis. Out to the right wing. Pass to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast, covered by Miller. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Lakers ball.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Miller. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Celtics.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. Apparently, he has elbow tendonitis and is really having a tough time coping with the pain.
Well, I'm told it's pretty bad news. He's definitely out for this game and probably a lot longer. Of course, you never want to hear that, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They host the Kings after this game. The offensive rebound, Fleming. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Fleming's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to the Beast. To the middle, deflects the pass, and stolen by Giddey. To the paint. Vanderbilt the pass to Mann for the lead. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Pritchard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Josh Giddey. The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for the Beast.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Fleming. 9 points in the game so far. James, good.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
White looking around. Here's Pritchard, defended by Mann. White, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Brown against Miller. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
A nice shot by Fleming. Fleming's got 6 in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's the pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Los Angeles with some changes. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Fleming. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. The Beast comes in for Pritchard. That's good from Connect. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
James is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Connect. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by White.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Lakers trail by 3. Down low. James kicks to Giddey. And he bangs it home with one hand.
he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddy not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Here's Tatum. Passes it to the Beast. Lets it go from deep. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Fleming, he's checked in for James. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Milton the pass to Giddy. Pass to Fleming. The 15-footer. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown outside. Pass to the Beast. Right side, White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the Beast. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
It's Miller on the way. And it's Miller with the jam.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And there's the pass to the Beast. Passes it to Tatum. Here's the Beast. And Fleming pulls it down. Fleming's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Miller pulls it down hard.
And offensively, Miller is terrific on the perimeter, but he can also play above the rim as well.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Freeman, he's checked in for the Lakers. Outside, White. Here's the Beast, covered by Miller. Pass to the Beast. There's the 3. No good on the shot. Lakers trail by 3. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Mann to the inside. Fleming. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, White. Here he goes. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the Beast. That will fall for his 7 buckets, 7 for 15 in this game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one. Man, this has been a fun one. Look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And the Lakers call time here. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint, keep him away from the basket.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thanks, David. Good work there as it goes. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Giddy with it, now defended by the Beast. Shoots from 12. Giddy, no good. Celtics leading by 3. Pulls from the top of the key. The Beast can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Outside, James. Here's Fleming. Jason Tatum grabs the board. And here's Tatum. They'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's the Beast. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Vanderbilt with the rebound. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Here's Giddy. Porzingis with the block. Here's the Beast. Yes! Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, Liquor fans, you've asked for it. Here they are. The Liquor Girl Dance Team. Enjoy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to James. Off target from three-point range. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Josh Giddey. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting for Boston.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His 4th personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gets the 3 to fall.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They lead by 4. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
Launches it. No good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin.
I know you said you just got into it about a year ago, but do you go into it as a single player or do you run with a squad when you play?
Both. I like playing by myself. Sometimes I, challenge myself to get my game a little bit better, sharpen my skills. But I also just love to invite some friends and we'll jump on like the 3v3. And it's just a chill experience. So a little bit of
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Greetings, folks, and let's check Miami's starting lineup. We've got Davis. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position. Here we go. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's the Beast in at the 2-guard spot. And when it comes to establishing rotations at this stage, Stan, what's something you're zeroing in on?
Well, you're just trying to figure out which lineups work the best together and trying to develop not necessarily a starting lineup, but a rotation that works for you, and especially trying to determine what's your closing lineup. When it's on the line, who do you want to go to?
Now here's Hero. Here's Jaquez. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, he's such a competitive guy. Jaquez Jr. just willing that ball in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Hero. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Ware. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And out of bounds. The Heat will take it.
Miami ball.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Adebayo, hounded by Tatum. Back to Jaquez. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Good.
And look at Davis taking full advantage on the inside shot. A young guy who knows he can't waste a high percentage opportunity.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Now here's Davis. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Has to Ware. Let's go with a 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the Beast. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Hero, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player, Davis. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That free throw, good from Davis. Boston trailing. Pass to the Beast. On the wing, Tatum. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Well, that's already his second foul. And that could...
On the court for Miami here in the second. Bam Adebayo is out there with Davis. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Blunt in at the shooting guard. And it's Simons with the ball for the Heat. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Here's Blunt. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's the Beast. Pass to Porzingis. The 11-footer. Count that bucket. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
Shot's good by Blunt. And the Heat lead by 13.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Hammers the lob through.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Tatum. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
By all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Brown passes to the Beast. Brown against Davis. Here's the Beast. They grab their own miss. Pass to Pritchard. Now Brown. The Beast passes to Pritchard. Now here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Lakers was outstanding. He dropped 24 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. And his effort helped end their losing streak. He'll be looking to inspire them with another win tonight.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
They get back on track. Called in by Brown.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Now here's Brown. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. The Beast shot is off.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Here's Pritchard. He's averaging about 6 points per game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Love the fearlessness from Simons inside, showing he's not afraid of contact.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
White for 3, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
Hero finds Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
They're really...
So it's the Miami Miami Heat liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possession.
56.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's the Beast in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Out left to the wing. Here's the Beast. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8.
From Peyton Pritchard.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And here's Jaquez. And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
You take a look at Jaquez. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Davis with it, now guarded by Brown. Brown with the steal. Jumps up. JB on the break. Sensational.
Well, we just saw both sides of Brown's game. He can affect the game multiple ways. It's why he's such a good player.
Davis, the pass to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. Here's the Beast. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Hero outside. And here come the Celtics again. Boston on the fast break. He gets it in there. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
They keep cashing in when they have the room to run.
Miami leading by 7. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Well, there's the versatility Bam brings to the table. Defending, scoring in the post, facilitating. He's a complete package.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hero. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Ball.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Heat, it's a long season. But right now, they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And, of course, there's the Celtics, nipping at their heels in second place and wanting to get that first seed.
Well, I think for Miami, this team, in my opinion, is one of the biggest surprises so far. I knew they had the talent, but I just didn't know how fast they could put it all together.
Well, our coaches have done a great job. They had this team ready to go at the start of the season, playing better than we thought they would.
Miami leading by 8. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Adebayo. Puts the move on. It's good. Off the glass. Adebayo's got 10 points.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Here's the Beast. Blunt grabs a board. Hero against Brown. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Hero. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and Coach has to tell him to dial it back. He's trying to do too much. Going one-on-one, forcing bad shots, and it's really hurt.
Heat leading by 14. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Davis out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Jaquez. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's the Beast. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close. Celtics trail by 14. Hart passes to the Beast. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Simons. The Beast. Good.
67 from Peyton Pritchard.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Adebayo. Here's Ware. And that one is hammered home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Outside Davis. Pass to Simons. And there's the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Here's Pritchard. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
It's Brown on the wing. Jaquez covers. Brown passes to the Beast. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Jaquez, the open look. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
It's Brown on the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the wing on the left, the Beast. Again, the miss by Boston.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jaquez, the pass to Davis. Out to Simons. From deep three-point land. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Brown gets the bucket.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Heat leading by 16. Timeout called, the Heat. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Hero's checked in. Tatum with the block.
And there's Tatum's link showing up at the defensive end. What a play.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Adebayo, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house. Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Hero, the pass to Davis. Adebayo in the post. Tatum's there. Adebayo, that's good. And the Heat lead by 16. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Pritchard gets it to go.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And the Heat shooting at a respectable 49%. That's tipped. To the inside. The lob. Very well done.
That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there. Pass to Hero. Here's where. 5 to shoot. Hero outside. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from that.
Tatum passes to the Beast. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 8 assists here tonight.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
To the paint. Here's the Beast. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Hero, the pass to Jaquez. To the middle. Adebayo sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more. Pass to Tatum from deep. Tatum drills the 3.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday against Hero. Rebounded by Dunn. Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. That'll put Tyler Hero.
Substitution on the court.
So the Heat win it. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Uncle Kano. I just wanted to let you guys know, get out in the sun this summer, but when you come back inside, you need to stop overreaching in the lanes. If you're overreaching in the lanes, it's probably getting you backdoored a lot. Your teammates are having a hard time playing with you. Come find me in the city the next time you load up and come get a dub.
Hey girl, hey, what's up 2K community? It's your girl Boom Boom, and I hope each and every one of you have a great summer. Make sure you go outside, get some sun, bask in the sun a little bit, but make sure you come back on to 2K, check out everything in the city, make sure you check out the W and their season, and if you guys can please let go of L trigger when defending on ball. You will move so much faster left to right, be able to cut things off. Just make sure you try to come find me in the city.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Ye9 Gaming, and one tip I want to give you guys is to be well-rounded. And the best way to do that is play multiple game modes. So you might be in my career right now, but what you want to do before you make another build is try another game mode to see what position works best. If you're a point guard looking to navigate to another position like center, the best way to do that, go to the Play Now Center, play with somebody like a Nikola Jokic, a Victor Wembanyama, get a feel for what those builds can do, those type of play styles can work within the system that you're currently playing. And if that doesn't work, just go to the blacktop. That way you can work on things like post moves, work on things like drop stepping, or being able to shoot off the dribble, or anything like that. But that's my pro tip for you guys. One shout out I want to give is to my guys over in the smooth ones, also to the guys over at Vegas Inferno. And last shout out to my boy Da Vinci. Appreciate you, my guy.
Welcome to 2K TV, everyone. We are celebrating our wrap party by playing with some community members. It's going to be several members of Team 2K TV integrated with many members of the NBA 2K community. We are so excited to hit Pro-Am today. So let me get started by introducing everybody here, and then I'm going to put everyone into two teams. These people do not know which teams they're on. Let's get into it. All right. For Team 2K TV, we've got Danny, Brian, Rodney, and Chris. And then for the community members, we've got Bash, Naomi, Kobe, Boom Boom, Kano, and Hollywood. All right, these are the teams. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, for Team White, I've got Brian at center, Danny at point guard, Naomi at power forward, Kobe at shooting guard, and we've got Kano at small forward. Are you guys happy with this team? Yes or no?
Let's get it. We're about to get some dubs.
I love
Okay,
it.
are you okay with everybody?
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Davis. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Brown, and it's the Beast. And it's Pritchard in at point guard. And it's the Celtics to start out. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Now, Jaquez. After the miss, 3 from the Beast. To the wing on the left. Adebayo against Tatum. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Boston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
A game they definitely felt they could win. And with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Jaquez the pass to Hero. Pass to Davis. And he drives in.
And you love Davis's willingness to sacrifice himself for the play, taking the contact so he can get to the line.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street name after him. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside, Hero. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Now the pass to the Beast. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires the 3. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for the Beast.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Pritchard passes to the Beast. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Got that one up quick.
And Hero is sinister off the dribble.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Passes to the Beast. Fires the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Hero. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And the shot goes down.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to the Beast. Pass to Pritchard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. Here are the Celtics with the ball. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Anthony Simons out there with Blunt. And there's Davis, and it's Ware in at the center. Here's Blunt, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. They get it back, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Hero. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. And he'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Adebayo. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Pocket four, and taken away by Brown. Here's the Beast. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now, Hero. Defense is right there. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. Hero's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up.
Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Tatum. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside, Davis. The pass to Blunt. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Tatum. Here's the Beast. Takes it from 10. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now let's check in with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, to see how Jaime Jaquez is doing. David.
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He said that the issue is a thigh cramp, and it's cause for concern, as oftentimes it's difficult to quickly recover. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Brown the pass to Porzingis. Here's the beast. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. And Benyama, he's checked in for Porzingis. This Dunn comes in for the Beast. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard.
Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
One passes to Hero. Here's Blunt. Dunn covering. Back to Hero. This one for 3. Here's Bassett. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
White, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Heat trail by 4. Hero with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And getting to the line and hitting the free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
He's off on the first. Hart, he's checked in for Brown. Heat also with a sub. Simons is checked in. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Now here's Tatum. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Tatum finds Hart. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and again, Boston with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Simons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Celtics leading by 8. Hart the pass to Tatum. Tatum using his size and fouling.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Simons has got the ball here for Miami. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Massey's got 4 this quarter.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
It's Hart on the wing. Hawkes defending. Tatum looking around. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at the Beast, he's really been playing well.
What a minute.
He was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Miami got the job done. He scored 16 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. Once again, he got into a rhythm, and there was nothing anybody could do to stop him. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, David. You have to love the energy he brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send two in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays so critical.
Now, Hero, after the miss from the Beast. Back to Hero from the arc. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to the Beast. Rebound by the Heat. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Here's the Beast. Adebayo against Tatum. The pass to the Beast. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Assisted.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here's the Beast. Drops it in from 11 feet. The Beast's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Davis. It's deflected, and they get it back. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
The first one falls. Some changes for Boston. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's Holiday in for the Beast.
Substitution
in for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Josh Hart comes in for Brown. Derek White's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's the Beast in for Pritchard. And it's Simons missing. Boston leading by 19 points. 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple. Free throw good from the Beast. Both free throws good from the Beast.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And he gets a lot of praise for his jumper, but Davis can also play above the rim.
Down low. Here's the Beast. Sinks that one from the post. The Beast's got 6 here in this quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting the clean look.
And so it's the Boston Celtics taking a 19-point lead into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Heat, Anthony Simons out there with Hero. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Williams. And it's Bassey in at the 4. Now here's White. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And he hits the triple. 3 points there in the shot from the Beast. The Beast's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Hero. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo is checked in for Williams. To the paint, just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's the Beast, covered by Simons. The Beast can't hit. And Simons has got the ball here for Miami. Adebayo, great positioning on the putback.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance. And the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Now, Hero, Ware passes to Hawkins, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So, Greg, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Here's the Beast. Back to Brown. Here's the Beast, covered by Simon. And there it is for him.
You see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Simons the pass to Ware. Passes to Hero. They swipe it. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Hero. Outside Tatum. And it's off from 3-point range. Hawkins finds Simons. Again, the miss by the Heat. Boston leading by 21. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. High post shot. Good on the shot. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's Simons. Now a timeout called by Miami. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Throws it up high. Got a hand on it. Here's the Beast. With the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, that's almost an impossible screen to fight through, and he gets a wide open look because of it.
Some changes for Boston. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Porzingis. Kenrich Williams comes in for Brown. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
And it's the
substitution on
Do you
the court.
expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Wembanyama. Jaylen Brown comes in for Kenrich Williams. The Beast is checked in for Dunn. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Tatum. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Brown. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Adebayo. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And it's in there. 11 points for Davis.
And he's so good at just fending off contact. Davis embracing and then converting in tight coverage. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Beast.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So it's Boston now, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. And the pass to the Beast. Brown feeling out a bit. Passes it to the Beast. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Hero. After the made shot from the Beast, Hero passes to Simons. From past the arc, and Tatum pulls it down. Brown against Davis. Pass to the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us.
Look at this team. Look at this team. Go.
We're looking good. We're looking good.
All right, here we go.
Knock it down.
Okay. First shot of the
Nice.
day.
Let's go.
Okay.
Good shot right there.
Naomi not playing around.
First shot of the day. Take that.
Shot,
Thank
boom.
you. Appreciate you.
Good shot.
Just switch me every time, boo.
I got you. Oh, yeah, that's a walking bucket right there.
Chris.
We starting early. We
Score
starting
the
early.
ball. Score the ball.
Good pass.
Love.
Yeah, come on.
Rapid passing.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. And the starting group for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2. And for Detroit, Julius Randle out there with Asar Thompson. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Kane in at the center position. And so off the tip, it's Boston. We know NBA games aren't played on paper. But if they were, this game couldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Pass to Cunningham. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. Outside, Brown. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Out in the open, Brown's the guy you want finishing a break.
Pass to Sasser. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Randle outside. 6 to shoot. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, for a bigger guy, Randle really has some tricky handle, and he'll throw off the defense.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Sasser, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Randle inside. Tatum's there. Randle can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Number 67. First personal foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tatum against Randle. Cunningham on the wing. Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
The Beast passes to Pritchard. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Randle with a great effort there. Up and athletic and at the rim.
Here's Pritchard. Sasser defending. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And the basket is good.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Randle. Lays it up and banks it in. Randle's got 6. Celtics trail by 4. It's Brown on the wing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. The kick to Tatum. Here's the Beast. From behind the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Cunningham against Tatum. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. And it's Cunningham missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Pritchard. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's the Beast. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Detroit calls timeout. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And that was a tough loss. 1 or 2 breaks go their way, and it's a totally different outcome.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
And some changes here. Celtics trail by 7. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. Here's the Beast. Coming off a 31-point game. Tatum from long range. He drops it from range. Tatum's gotten his second bucket.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Now here's Cunningham. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Kane misses.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. You see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, and have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Heat had a huge game. He contributed 31 points, and he pulled in a season-high number of rebounds. And he had an overall impressive game, chipping in multiple ways. He was Mr. Versatility. BA?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
They get it back. Randall, good. Randall's got 8 points.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
Tatum. He can't hit that time. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit leading by 3. The 3 from Thompson. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. In the 3rd spot, Cade Cunningham.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Randall finds Thompson. There's the drive. Sasser outside. Brown with the steal. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Tatum passes to Brown. Here's the Beast. He has 6. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Second personal foul. Team second.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Sasser left side. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Ooh, an impressive shot from Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham's confidence from there is growing with every shot.
And Boston calls time here. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And yes, there's been growth in Julius Randle and his game year after year, adding little things, but this big man focuses on playing to his strengths.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
When you make the most of second chance opportunities and you're in there and active, well, that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Pritchard. Sasser defending.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And here's Cunningham outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Nance, he's checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Sasser. Concludes the first half. Pistons ahead, up by 9.
Your Pistons, 53. The Celtics, 44.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
We've got Asar Thompson. Cunningham is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Kane in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Randle, the pass to Thompson. Randle with it. Now guarded by Brown. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Over Randle. JB on the break. Sensational.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Randle. Kicks it out to Cunningham. This one for 3. Cunningham attacks for 3.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Here's Brown. Good on the shot. Brown's got 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Detroit leading by 6. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Sasser outside. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pritchard. Randle pulls down the board. Randle's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Sasser, right side. Pass to Randle. Fades. Rebound by the Beast. Celtics trail by 8. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And at his size, Porzingis needs to try to do that more often and take advantage of matchup problems.
For the Celtics, Porzingis.
And the second free throw is good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's the Beast. Give him 8. Pass to Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Detroit leading by 5. And here's Cunningham. He's got 22. Pure from three-point range. Cunningham's got 6 here in the quarter.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Pass to Kane. Randall outside. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 6. Here's the Beast. He's watched by Cunningham. Now here's Tatum. Here's the Beast. He's got 10. Clock at 6. Blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Holland, he's checked in for Randall. And the Celtics also making a change. White, he's checked in for Pritchard. Fires away from way outside. And he recovers it. The Beast passes to White. Here's the Beast. Sasser defending. Here's Porzingis. Pass to the Beast. It's deflected. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, if Vassar is anywhere near the hoop, he's got one thing on his mind, and that is jams.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's the Beast. Rebounded by Kane. Kane's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Holland. To the paint. Sasser can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Thompson. White with it. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Detroit with a rebound. 1:42 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Holland can't hit. Celtics trail by 8. Looking to get back on track. The Beast shot is off.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
There's Cunningham with the 3. Cunningham takes it from the corner.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And Boston calls time here. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And some changes here for Detroit. Al Horford's checked in for Sasser. And it's Paul George in for Thompson. Changes here for Detroit. Julius Randle comes in for Horford, and it's Thompson in for Cunningham. To the right side, here's Holland. And that one's on target from the wing. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Yeah, Asar Thompson is a proficient passer.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Peyton Pritchard. Josh Hart is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's the Beast in at the 2-guard spot. Good on the bucket.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Detroit leading by 14. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Hart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Ooh, that was a tricky move there by Randall. Putting the defender off balance, and then you got that guy to foul him.
The Pistons making a switch here. Sasser's checked in. And Randall drops them both. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Pass to Hart. Here's the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Sasser with a rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Holland gets the bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's the Beast. Pass to Hart. Now here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Kane. Kane's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Holland. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
The Beast. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Thompson. Brown with the block.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively.
Here's the Beast. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Randall with it. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
The Pistons making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Here's Sasser. And that one's long. Celtics trail by 19. Here's the Beast. There's Tatum with the 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
High arcing shot, and it's laid in by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 30.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Tatum against Randall. And Tatum, here we go. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Detroit leading by 16. Now Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points.
What's up?
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Brent Berry,